It's the Do Guy coming at y'all, man, with a live Q&A, pregame live. I'm in the car right now, man. About to get down by my pops, man. Watch this game with him. Little noisy in the house right now, man. So that's why I said I'm gonna just come in here talk to y'all in the whip right quick. But Eagles Chiefs tonight. You know, look, we all know the story, man. Met in the Super Bowl. They got the best of us. It was a tough loss to deal with. At the time, I felt like we got holes with that defensive pass interference call. But of course, later in the week, we seen a whole nother angle on it, and we seen that it was a legit call. But nevertheless, man, that was a hurtful loss, man. Hurtful loss to them. I felt like we were the better team. I felt like we were more talented. I felt like we let that Super Bowl get away, and it was just a real tough pill to swallow. To our credit, a lot of teams that lose the Super Bowl get off to slow starts. They get off to real slow starts and um don't really get back there. And not to say that we're gonna get back. I mean, obviously it's a long way to go, but for us to be in the position we're in right now at 8-1 on top of the NFC, I just feel like this team is just out to right that wrong, man. So you know, coin flip game could go either way. Is reasons why I feel like the Chiefs could win. Is reasons I feel like we could win. But tell you what, I got all the confidence in the world that tonight we could go out there and get a W. If we lose, I wouldn't be surprised, but I feel like we could go out there and get a W and try to right this wrong, from the Super Bowl. What's up, 49ers faithful? Appreciate you tuning in. What's up, dude guy? I want the Eagles to win this game coming from a Niners fan. I want to see the Chiefs out the one in the AFC and the AFC. Wow. All right. I'm surprised. I'm surprised on your take, but I'll take it. I thought you would have wanted us to lose this game, but I'll take it, man. We gotta get it done, man. We gotta get it done, yo. We got a shot. What's up, Philly? This is a must-win game. I'll say I'm not gonna quite say must win. I feel like we do got a little bit of breathing room. I get it. Detroit is right on our tail. I get it that the Niners and the Cowboys are right around the corner. But when it comes to the Niners and Cowboys, we play them. Detroit, yeah, but we still would have had a tiebreaker because our two losses would be to AFC teams where they lost to Seattle. I say must win from the standpoint of a mental thing. We've never beaten Andy Reid, yo. Like we've never beaten Andy Reid. Like it's like we always lose to the Chiefs now. So from letting them know like, hey, we could beat y'all. Yeah, I say it'll be nice to win that game from that standpoint, and also win the night if Jalen plays well. I think Jalen will go on top of the MVP race. And just to put the NFL and everybody on notice, like man, the Eagles ain't playing around this year. But from that standpoint, but other than that, we got a little wiggle room, yo. What's up, Sebastian Gonzalez? My Raiders got the Chiefs hope we can grab a win and climb the division. Tell you what, man, they got a lot of Raiders look a lot better with Antonio Pierce over there, yo. Like Antonio Pierce has revived that whole team. I mean, they played the Dolphins really tough yesterday. They could have won that game, man. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna see AFC look a little different, with the Burrow injury. It's and Deshaun Watson getting hurt in Cleveland, though they did win yesterday. We're gonna see, man. AFC got some playoff spots up for grab, yo. I really like Jalen Hurts. He's one of my favorite QBs to watch. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Hurts is. I'm glad we got him, man. Hurts is one of those people that is very very easy to root for. What's up, Brian Turner? I don't see how Patrick Mahomes are going to move the ball tonight. No talent in receiver. Yeah, they're a little talent deprived at the receiver position, but we've been vulnerable in the secondary. So something got to give, something got to give. I do like that Bradley Roby is back for us tonight. The little bit I seen of him in the slot, I felt like he helped solidify the secondary a little bit. Um, They don't have talent at receiver, but man, they got a Hall of Fame tight end, man. And we've struggled. Eagles have struggled to cover tight ends this year, so we're gonna see. Something got to give, yo. Hope the Eagles win the Chiefs. I bet you do. I hope we do as well, yo. What's up, Kenny Allen? Good luck with the Chiefs. I got you. I hear you. I would like to get revenge on the Eagles in the playoffs. If Purdy was healthy, who knows what could have happened. I mean, I want to beat y'all in a couple of weeks, man. Because that's a big game for home field implications. Especially if we were to lose tonight, and then we lose to the Niners. The Niners would jump us, because they would have a tiebreaker. So, I want to win the regular season matchup. Me, of course, and if there is a playoff. Also, how do you feel about that loss with the Bulls game? Not happy about it at all, man. And we were rolling. We was on a 6 or 7 game winning streak, and we just gave this game away, man. I'm not happy about it at all. Now there's a lot of Zach Levine talk. Oh, look like it's starting to rain out here, dog. It's a lot of Zach Levine talk where he may be interested or whatever with the Heat. I got rain and I got this doggone watch. Y'all excuse me, man. This watch always goes off at this time. Just bear with the noise. It'll eventually stop. I don't know how to get the doggone thing to shut up. LSU's defensive coaching staff is trash, but outside of Perkins, the defensive personnel is full of guys who shouldn't be in the SEC. Yeah, they're gonna move on from Matt House. Like, I mean, at least I hope they would. You cannot bring Matt House. Matt House is a top 5 paid defensive coordinator in college football. Can't bring him back. Um, I honestly, I kind of agree with you on the personnel, man. It's not good personnel. Mason Smith, after the injuries, looks like damaged goods, man. Wingo is pretty. I mean, they got some good line. Wingo is good when he's hurt, but when he's playing, he's healthy. I mean, when he's healthy, he's good. Of course, we know with Greg Brooks that situation, but the guys I think Rich Weeks is a good linebacker. Whenever he's out there, they got some players that could play a little bit, but not up to LSU standard from a personnel standpoint. But I still feel like they could be coached a lot better than what they are. What's up, Beast Mode 567? Detroit Lions might win the Super Bowl. Surprise. I mean, they're a good team. They're good. They got a really nice offensive line. They got 2 really good running backs. They got solid wide receivers. I like St. Brown a lot. Laporta is a legit tight end. They did a great job drafting him after giving away Hawkinson. Aiden Hutchinson is a problem on the D line. I just worry with them. They almost lost to the Bears at home yesterday too, man. Bears really blew that one. My thing with them is that, you know, I think they still like a year or 2 away, from real. I don't really see them being able to, beat us, beat San Fran or beat Dallas, in the playoffs. But we'll see. Though regardless of what happened, really good story, really good season. Shout out to I like Dan Campbell a lot, man. So shout out to them. But as the Eagle, man, we gotta play. They got a much lighter schedule than we do the rest of the way. So we're gonna see. But I'm not quite sure on the Super Bowl with them yet, though. I'm not just being biased. Who's your basketball team? Miami Heat. Philly is the most talented team in football, and they are dominant on both lines of scrimmage and superior at the skills and at DB. This is a horrible matchup for Kansas City, even with Pat. I hope you're right. Like, I really hope you're right. I do think we are a more talented team than them. I definitely agree with that. When you talk about, the top 3, they big 3 is really significant. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and Chris Jones. Outside of that, they don't have a lot of great talent. We're more talented than them, but I mean, I felt the same way going into the Super Bowl, though. That's the thing. Like, I felt the same way going into the Super Bowl, and a mistake by us. And I mean, he's still Mahomes, man. He's still Mahomes, Andy Reid. They tough. They tough, man. They basically today's version of Belichick and Brady. Today's version of that. So we gonna see, but I sure hope you right, yo. Madhouse can't recruit and he's overrated as a play caller. I can't imagine Staples going into the West Bank, Lafayette, Period, etc., and getting kids to take him seriously. He needs to go to. That's a fair point, man. That's a fair point. You got to go into those, those urban areas, man. That's where the talent is, man. That's where the talent is, And Madhouse, yeah, it's so bad right now that I think he's gone. Like I just find it hard to believe that Matt House is gonna be back. It's like right now we so focused on we want Jay, like our biggest thing is we want Jay and Daniels to get this Heisman. We want him to get this Heisman, so we could have that as a recruiting tool to quarterbacks, two Heisman Trophy winning quarterbacks in 5 years. Um, so we're trying to get that done. But yeah, Matt House, I think he's gone. I think a lot of the staff is gone. I think him, the DB coach, probably the D line coach, he might clean house on the whole defensive staff. We'll see, but I definitely do think Matt House is gone. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Oh, he talking to Ryan. What's up, Malik? What's up, Malik Beast? FSU. Man, bruh, I tell you what, prayers to Jordan Travis. That was awful for Jordan Travis to see that. With all due respect to North Alabama, especially in especially in a very what I'm saying, a non-important game. You know, that sucks. That sucks for Florida State, man. That really, really sucks for Florida State. I hate, and that sucks for him, man. Similar to what happened with Hendon Hooker last year. I think that was like the second to last game as well. But prayers for Jordan Travis, man. Hate to see that. Them prayers probably jocking house and step his whole time during the coach's visit. We need Corey Raymond back yesterday. I tell you what, man. I don't think Florida will fire him yet, but it would be interesting because Florida in danger of not making a bowl game. They got Florida State this week to try. Now, granted, Florida State don't have Jordan Travis, so that gives them a little bit of a shot. But if Florida State could go to the swamp and win with their backup quarterback, and Florida is 5-7 and not going to a bowl game, would Billy Napier be on the hot seat? Oh, Billy Napier does have a really good recruiting class coming in next year, so we'll see. But if somehow Florida was to really jump the gun and let them go, I mean, hey, go get Corey back. The only thing is Brian Kelly told him to kick rocks anyway. Would he want to come back coach for Brian Kelly anyway? That's the problem. Do you think this game is going to be high or low scoring? It's a good question. Um, it's supposed to be a little rainy out there tonight, from what I understand. I'm spending the weather is supposed to not be great in Kansas City, though both quarterbacks could get really hot, as we've seen in the Super Bowl. Both defenses could be had, as we've seen in the Super Bowl and earlier this year. I may lean towards a little lower scoring simply because, both teams had a week off. So I think both D coordinators had a time to try to put something together. And I think the weather a factor in. I'll go a little lower scoring. What's up, Trey Lorenzo? Fly Eagles fly 31-27, but I must admit our secondary scares me. Yeah, they do, but like I said, I'll say this like I've told people in the past. You can't name 5 cornerback tandems that's better than Slay and Bradbury. Though they play has dipped. They've gotten a year older. They're older. But it's a top 5, at least worst case scenario, top 7 cornerback tandem. And then Bradley Roby. I'm excited to see what Bradley Roby could do. Like, I really want to see what he could do. When he played against the Rams, I thought he played really well. The secondary played great when he went out there. You got him out there with Kevin Byard now with a week to kind of get more into to the rhythm of things. You know, um, I want to see how this secondary perform. But the best friend to a struggling secondary is a pass rush. And I think the bigger than when the secondary is our pass rush. Like if the D line is getting to the quarterback, the secondary looks better. So for me, the bigger key is even more than the secondary is, are we rushing the pass or are we getting Mahomes off his spots? It's raining out there in KC. They're gonna protect the ball. Jalen better not force feed AJ Brown. I think D Smith gonna have a big game. Yeah, yeah, the weather is bad out there from what I understand. I trust Jalen, man. Jalen been doing his thing. I am curious to see what we do at tight end, man. Dallas Goedert is a big loss. Like that's a bigger loss than I think we willing to acknowledge or admit. Dallas Goedert does so much for us, not only as a receiver, but in the blocking game, in the run game, as well as a blocker. And last year when Dallas Goedert got hurt, our first game after that we struggled offensively. We won in Indianapolis, and I think it was 17-16, but we struggled. So I want to see how we did have a week to prepare to kind of get things a little more you know situated, but hopefully we get this done tonight, man. But I feel like Jalen gonna do what he got to do. For the Niners, imagine you beat Dallas in the playoffs again. We on Dallas. Yeah, y'all do. Y'all sure have. If not, Corey Raymond, Notre Dame led the nation in pass defense this year. Yeah, by take. Ooh, excuse me, y'all. By taking Ohio State, we're 2-3. I think we could look at their DB coaches. Hey, I'm all for it. Like I'm all for it. I do doubt Corey Raymond would come back though, if Florida was to let Billy Napier go. Simply because Brian Kelly was the only coach. I definitely do think that we'd have to go look somewhere else. I mean, we could find like look, we could find coaches better than what we got. All right, man. Brian Kelly gonna have to. He gonna show us that he could put a staff together. I like Denbrock. I think Denbrock does a good job calling plays for the most part. Though I didn't like some of his short yardage decisions against Florida State, but since then I thought Denbrock has done a nice job. But we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see what happens. But I definitely do think it's gonna be a lot of changes to the defensive staff next season. I think Eagles win this game 31-28. It's the Eagles Niners, a primetime game. America's game of the week, the 4:25 Eastern, 3:25 Central time slot. So not exactly prime time, but it is a national. It's not like Thursday, Sunday, or Monday night football, but it is the big national, afternoon game. And I hope you're right on that Eagles score. I hope you're right. Let's see. What's up, Aiden Christopher? I want to beat Dallas in the playoffs again. Then Dallas can't talk to San Francisco 49ers. I feel like they can't talk to the Niners anyway. They've been dominating anyway. What's up, Easy Money? Something telling me we lose because of the refs. Oh boy, I can't handle that, man. I could, like I said, a loss tonight would not be the end of the world. We still would be in really good shape. But yeah, it can't be one of those situations where we beat ourselves or the refs come out there and be like, you know what, we want to help out Kansas City. That would definitely be frustrating. Corey has lost his edge. Yeah, it's looking that way in Florida. Things ain't looking too hot in Gator Nation right now. That game should be flexed to Sunday Night Football. When it's in America, I think the only games that they flex is like games that's like in the early time slot. When it's like a scheduled 3:25 Central kickoff game, that's that program's like big game that week. That's a game that they was awarded to that week. So you're not gonna see 3:25 games getting flexed to Sunday night, but you would see like 12 p.m. noon games get flexed. So yeah, that game will stay where is that. Yeah, that game definitely gonna stay where it's at, yo. But I'm good with the 3:25 Central kickoff, man. I like the America's game of the week, type of ordeal, yo. Should make it a lot of fun. That definitely should, yo. But all right, y'all, man. Let me run, man. Get ready to enjoy this game. Give me a nice little beverage and get ready to enjoy this game. Come back and join me. I will be live again at halftime and once the game is over for a post game. So y'all come back and holler at your boy then. Until then, man, y'all enjoy the first half of this game. Fly Eagles, fly.